Well, he's taking the direct snap. Anderson's probably. I don't see him out there. He's probably still working cramps on him.
Well, if you can afford to do that, you got a 2-score lead, then let him rest up his cramps.
By all means, yeah. Because he was walking pretty gingerly when he left the game.
And because the clock's moving, Christ looks up at the play clock, and it's still got 10 seconds on it. Snaps it with 5 on it. Goes straight up the middle, and I think picks up another Hammers 1st and 10.
Yeah, I think he got another first down.
Just chunk play after chunk play.
Yeah, they're just coming straight off the ball right there, and he's finding the crease.
And that is a Hammers 1st and 10. Seeing that as a Midway fan, you're getting a little bit nervous.
Yeah, because you got to come up with a way to stop that, right?
Have to get a stop.
Now, you should feel a little bit like that they're going to run the ball so you can start loading the box, because they don't really have their quarterback threat.
That's a good point. Anderson takes the snap. Finds a lot of room on the right side. Looks like picks up another 7.
And they're happy for that clock to roll.
Gosh, look at all that room.
Yeah. The right side of that offensive line is doing the work right now.
When you got the 3 extra blockers because of that formation as well.
Yeah. And you notice it's tight, so they've got 10 blockers there within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage.
This time they line the extras up to the left, and Price will run that way.
Right towards our cameras.
And he's got the edge and slows up so that he can be tackled. He could have scored a touchdown. He didn't.
Yeah, I think he had the burst right there. He could have gotten around the corner.
Watch this Chuck Fleischman replay. He's looking. Yeah, he slows down and gets tackled in bounds. Hammers 1st and goal at the 5.
Clock's running.
Still 25 seconds on the play clock as well. This time they'll put the H-backs to the right. And Christ goes that way.
I thought they had him. Now we got a flag. Flag came in late.
Personal foul on Midway. Oh, man. Midway.
Half the distance.
Man, the missed opportunities for this Green Waves team tonight.
It was at the end. It's almost like the ball came out or something. There it is.
I don't know what the flag was for.
It was for contact right at the end after the whistle. Kind of knocked Christ back a little bit off of the ball.
So this time Christ dives forward. Ball is out!
Ball's out.
Fumble on the play.
Wow.
Touchback. Midway ball.
Midway's got it. So Harriman did everything right there. They took a bunch of time off the clock. They drove straight down the field. But then that ball comes out.
And it came out at a big distance. I mean, it didn't just fall right at his feet. It rolled through the end zone.
So Midway gets exactly what it needed. But they got to move quickly because they're down 2 scores. You still have the 3 timeouts, so you figure you got to try to score as quickly as possible. Try the onside kick. If you don't get it, then you got to make Harriman go 3 and out. McClure in at quarterback. Drops under pressure. He's sacked.
Wow.
That's the first sack of the night.
First sack of the night. There's been pressure on both sides.
Yeah.
First actual sack.
And that's a big one. Inside the 10-yard line at about the 9. Got to make the 32. So my math is correct. That'll make it 2nd and 23. And clock runs.
And the clock runs.
McClure rolls.
He's in the end zone.
He is. Throws it away. That'll stop the clock. Tries to hit our cameraman.
Chris has been in the middle of the action tonight.
He has. Let's see where this pressure comes from. Right on the end. And that's the thing about rolling out of that pocket is you risk that end coming free off of that block.
Right. The pocket is no longer. And that was it Smith? Oh, with the pressure there, Nathan Smith. And Harriman's doing this with just their 4-man front. They're not having the blitz linebackers.
3rd and 23. McClure under pressure again. Just dumps it to Mason. Mason still on his feet. Finally dragged down at about the 27.
Yeah.
So that make it 4th and 5 or 6. And Midway's going to hurry up to the line. I believe they went for the hard count there, and they don't get it. So Midway's going to take the timeout, try to figure out what they're going to do on this 4th and 5. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances, your small town appliance specialist with big box pricing and fully stocked warehouse.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
Back at the OAB Law Game of the Week. Aaron Harvey, Dan Shoemaker.
Decision point right here. 4th and 5, just under 4 minutes left. You're down 2 scores. This is one of those critical junctures in the game.
4th and between 4 and 5. McClure. 10 seconds on the play clock. Takes the snap. Looks. Tosses it up, and that pass is incomplete. Oh, I liked what they were trying to do there.
Yeah, I liked it. It would have been first down had they made the completion.
So Midway turns it over on downs. Just looking at the players out, they are exhausted.
Yeah, there's been no quit tonight on either side. You know, a lot of times you get a lead. Sometimes teams will try to coast. Harriman's not done that tonight. They kept their foot on the gas.
So Hammers 1st and 10. Christ to take the direct snap. Goes the way of all of his blockers. Gets it down to about the 20. So a pickup of about 7, I think.
Yeah. Second down.
When you're averaging 7 yards a rush.
Yeah, you keep doing that.
Yeah. It's time the extra blockers to the right.
You can see Midway's got 11 guys up near the line of scrimmage.
Christ squeezes through. Should be enough for the first down.
He's got the first down. They start the clock at 2:45. I'm not real good at math, but I think if Harriman gets another first down, this game's probably over.
Probably.
I mean, barring something crazy happening.
So Christ will stand there knowing that there's 20 seconds on the play clock.
Yeah, he's not going to snap it too soon.
So you got 2 tight ends in the game. 2 H-backs.
Ooh.
And Christ gets down inside the 10. And that is a pickup of about 9. Pickup of 8 will make it 2nd and 2.
Yeah, just finding those little seams. He runs very hard. He's quick, shifty. He's kind of elusive, I guess, is a good word.
Christ takes the snap.
Not much there.
No. You see the players out there picking each other up. I'd like to see that this late in the game.
Yeah.
So no gain on the play makes it 3rd and 2.
There's about a second difference between the play clock and the game clock. One more snap is all it needs.
Christ is walking over to the sideline.
Oh.
Okay, so Midway is going to call a timeout to stop the clock. That's their 2nd timeout. And this timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Visit pattersonsappliances.com and check out the current cash-saving promotions.
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OAB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.
Back at the OAB Law Game of the Week. Next week, we will be at Boyd Buchanan as Grace Christian takes on Boyd Buchanan. And Grace Christian loses its first game of the season tonight. They fall to Silverdale Academy 44-22.
Wow. I knew Silverdale would be tough. I didn't realize that tough. Because Grace is playing really well right now.
They are. So that's tough.
Little trivia tidbit, I've not been to the Boyd Buchanan football field since the fall of 1982.
Well, you'll be able to say that has changed.
I'll be able to. I bet it's a little different now than it was in '82.
3rd and 2. Christ in the backfield. Keeps it. Tries to get the corner. He's out of bounds. Where, though? And, again, our camera guy, Chris Bricky, just right in the middle of danger.
Coming right at him. We're going to have to pad him up.
Yeah. They're going to say he's out of 8. Poor Chris.
Poor Chris. He's right in the middle of the action.
They're coming for him tonight. No gain on the play makes it 4th and 2. .8 seconds remaining in this one. Harriman will try it again. Christ takes the direct snap. Goes left. That's enough for the first down.
And I think that's it.
That moves the sticks. Clock runs again, and this ball game comes to a close. So Midway's playoff hopes are dashed. Harriman comes to the Emerald Forest and gets the win 34-20 in a very hard-fought game for both teams.
Yeah, you can't fault the effort tonight on both sides. I think the difference tonight, Midway had a few possessions in the red zone. They just really couldn't finish. Harriman, Harriman's Harriman, right? They've had those explosive plays all year, and they were able to capitalize when they had their opportunities.
Harriman will have Sunbright next week. Harriman has all but secured that 3rd seed in the playoffs, so Blue Devils will still have to go on the road for round 1, but you get to play that 2nd seed instead of that 1st seed, which this year that number 1 seed is Cosby.
Right.
So they'll either be traveling to Cloudland or North Green.
And neither one of those is an easy trip.
No.
North Green's probably a little easier because you're not going up the top of Roan Mountain. But neither one of those is an easy trip.
But Midway has done a great job turning this program around this year. 3 wins last year. They went 3-7. That's how Harriman finished last year as well. And, North Green defeats Cloudland tonight. We've got the final, so now we know. Harriman will be going to North Green.
Harriman's going to North Green.
And that means that Cloudland will be coming to Oliver Springs for the round 1 of the playoffs.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, Cloudland hardly ever comes this way.
It'd be nice to see let them make the trip.
Yeah, for once. So, anyway, both of these teams have done a great job turning it around this year. Unfortunately, Midway knows its last game is next week, and Harriman will have a game after next week. But, man, this was a good, hard-fought game. You saw those players out there; they were exhausted by the end of it.
Good county rivalry. You like to see these county games, these rivalry kind of games. And both these communities are going to support these programs, and you like to see that. So, good, hard-fought game.
Coach Travis Tapp addressing his team, telling them, good job, guys. We are moving on to the playoffs. So we can go ahead and wrap up our end. Stay tuned for the Free Medical Clinic Friday night scoreboard show, and we'll talk about all kinds of final scores in that one. So for the cameramen, Coach Dan Shoemaker, Brad Jones, Chandler Jones back in the studio, I'm Aaron Harvey. So long, folks.
Opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores and there's always something new. Like in Hammer's popular ladies boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammer's.
Over 14,000 neighbors live in fear of becoming sick or injured and having to make a choice between putting food on the table or seeking medical care. The free medical clinic tries to take that fear away.
What do we help them with? We help them with diabetes, hypertension, any kind of medical need that they need that's necessary. And being in a community with the African American community lets them know that we're here.
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OAB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.
Get ready for the ultimate celebration at the Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge, New Year's Eve 2025 countdown. First ever ice skating rink. Live bands rocking the stage. On December 31st at 8K Bissell Park, Oak Ridge. Food trucks. This is free to the public because of our amazing event sponsors. Bring your lawn chairs. Ring in the new year with your family and friends. Enjoy spectacular fireworks show that will light up the sky. Don't miss the grand finale, the epic T-Cat Harriman, one-of-a-kind atomic ball drop at midnight. For more information, go to fmcor.org.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
What does strength in numbers mean to you? At Covenant Health, it means we see nearly 2.2 million visits annually. It means our 13,000 dedicated experts are all working together for a common goal. With over 150 locations throughout East Tennessee, you'll always find an open door to care, because we are committed to being the first, best, and strongest choice for the one number who matters most. You. Covenant Health. Let our strength be yours.
Welcome to the Free Medical Clinic, Friday Night Scoreboard. Coach DJ Pendergrass here. Coach Derek Jett here. Derek Jett.
What's up?
Y'all had a heck of a game yesterday.
Man, it's a heck of a ball game.
Everything we expected, ain't it?
Everything we expected. We just come up a little short.
Yeah, you did.
But, I mean, you got to give it to Cofield. They came out and had a good game plan.
Coach Napier had a plan.
Yeah.
He came in, and they controlled that game.
Yeah.
It was a home game for them.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And I'm going to tell you why I say it was a home game for them. Their fans was louder than yours.
Yeah, sometimes.
Why?
Well, I mean, they had a little more cheer for it at the moment.
Regardless, still a great game.
I mean, you only got 3 possessions in the first half. I mean, that's tough. And one of them was 3 plays.
They had the ball the whole first quarter.
Yeah, except for 3 plays.
Whole first quarter.
Yeah.
They ran that. So, yeah, great playing by Coach Napier. A lot of great things happening in Week 10. Welcome to the free medical clinic Friday night scoreboard. We got a lot of football to talk about, baby.
Right.
We're going to save the best for last. As you see, I'm in my Cofield swag. One heartbeat, shout out. Of course, purple and gold. He going to represent no matter what. That's right. Yeah. That's right. You should see each other later on in the playoffs. Things go well.
Very good possibility in that.
Yeah. So we're excited about that. And we'll talk about that game a little later on. What game did you see tonight or hear about that caught your eye?
Well, I was surprised that last time I seen the score between Harriman and Midway, it was getting a little out of hand. It was 14-7 at halftime. From what I seen, I didn't get off work till 8:30, so
yeah.
I didn't get to catch a whole lot, but I watched it and it just kind of got out of hand.
Yeah, it did. And towards the end there, I thought Midway was going to try to strike back and make something happen, but they held it down.
Harriman sealed the deal. I mean, it's set now.
Yeah, they held it down.
Yeah.
So they're going to get ready for the playoffs.
Yeah.
They got that opportunity. What about Midway? Are they going to the playoffs?
No.
That put them out. Their playoff opportunity had everything to do with today.
I'm 100%. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Yeah.
Because there was, I think, I want to say 3 and 4. That makes them. Yeah, it's set.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Rockwood be 4, Hammer 3, Harbor Springs 2, Cofield 1.
Yeah, nice. Look at it. The lines are already ringing.
They're jumping.
Gotta be the swag. Gotta be the swag. Let's see who's on the line when who do you think it is? You think it's a Cofield fan, Harbor Springs fan, a Dragon fan, Wildcat fan? What do you think it is?
I'm going to go with let's say Clinton fan.
Clinton fan. Let's see who's on the line. Oh, man. Okay, we'll score for AC. Anderson County was killing Gibbs. 49-6 was the total.
Yeah, well, there went that shot.
Gibbs was talking, and they talked themselves into a good butt whooping.
Yeah. AC ain't going to come off a loss and turn around and they come ready.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I bet practice was rough.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But you know what? That's the first loss Gibbs has suffered this year. So they had a lot of reason to talk and be hyped. And it's going to have to go to Gibbs.
Yeah.
So they just walked in there and
kicked the front door, it looks like.
Oh, man. Anybody got any highlights of that Anderson County Gibbs game? Make sure you send those highlights in. We want to see them. And anybody else that's out there. Alcoa Maryville. Big game tonight.
Huge.
Primetime TV. Now, it wasn't one of those region games like a lot of games we've seen in the past couple of days, but
it means something.
It means something.
Everything, really, Blount County-wise.
Alcoa beats Maryville.
Yeah, I think number 4 Maryville in 6A. Welcome to the 4A, everybody. Alcoa is here to stay. Kingston, you're off the hook.
I was talking about it with Tim Elrod the other day, and you know, Alcoa is still going to be the team to beat.
Yeah.
Now, Anderson County's not going to back down.
No.
Right? You got your Greenville. Elizabeth, and you know, Alcoa. I think those are going to be the top teams.
Yeah.
Those are going to be your top teams.
And I think they'll be in the same region. If I had to guess, they'd be in the same region as Anderson County, so that's going to be a huge game every year.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and you know, if you read up on I read up on a little bit of it, you know, Alcoa chose to go to 4A for the simple fact that it sounds like they want to be in a bigger region, so, you know, they only played 9 games this year.
You read that?
That's what's on the Knoxville News Sentinel a couple days ago.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, it's there.
What I've heard, and I haven't read anything, Knoxville News Sentinel is normally some pretty good interpreting news there. But what I found out that they have the numbers that they have to move up.
Oh, well.
School-wise, they have the numbers where they have to. So the TSSAA mandated that for them to move up.
Oh, wow.
Same thing for Oak Ridge.
Right.
So they'll be going up to 6A.
Right.
Dum, dum, dum.
Right. And Clinton missed it by 10 going to 4A. But I think I'd rather stay right where I'm at now.
Right now.
Yeah, because you're probably going to be in that region with Alcoa.
That 4A is going to be one of the toughest regions to get out of.
Yeah.
And it's going to be TV worthy.
Oh, yeah, every game.
It's going to be TV worthy.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So what else did you see out there? Clinton versus Corns. Who won that game?
Clinton pulled it off.
Clinton, I heard
I'd
that.
like to know how it happened.
Yeah, because Corns was up the last time I heard. So, but that helps Clinton.
Oh, yeah, it's huge.
That helps Clinton big time. What's that, put them third in the region?
Third.
Yeah.
And I think they stay there. Or I think.
I don't know who they have next week.
Would be
we'll get that.
Yeah, Heritage.
Okay, so that game don't even count
Right.
region.
So they're third.
So they're third.
Yeah.
Campbell County's not gonna make it.
Mm-hmm.
Oak Ridge has Campbell County next week.
Yeah.
If Oak Ridge loses somehow,
Right.
it doesn't matter. Oak Ridge clinches a regional championship tonight playing Lenore City. Former Oak Ridge Wildcat coach Cummins was the head coach of Lenore City, playing against his old guys. Seen a lot of love after that game tonight with him and some of his former players, so that was good to see.
What was that, 17-7?
17-7.
I thought I seen
Yeah,
that.
17-7, and Oak Ridge controlled the game the entire game. Lenore City scored towards the end of the game. One thing I want to know about was Malik Howard. He came in, he made a play, and then I didn't see the kid anymore. I didn't see him on the sideline. I was looking for him. I could not find him. I was like, why is Malik Howard not in?
Yeah, why is he not out there?
So I'm hoping that he didn't suffer an injury, but that's the only thing I can think of, because how don't you have the number one tight end in the state right? And you going up for a region championship. So hopefully we can find out some information.
I was just fixing to say, somebody call in and tell us, and the phone starts ringing.
Well, I hope so. I want some information on that. Praying for Oak Ridge, man. They've suffered a lot of losses. I seen a lot of those kids prior to the game. Will Presley's hurt. I seen who I call Mamba, Justice Crowley.
Right.
I seen him, and I tried to give him a hug. He's like, whoa, 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 my shoulder.
Right.
my shoulder. So, oh, man, Cox is on the line.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
Cox is on the line. Let's take that call from Cox. He might know something. Go ahead with your call, caller. Who is it?
Hey, buddy, Jonathan Cox here. Hey, I'm missing y'all tonight.
Man, we miss you, buddy.
We miss you, buddy.
We had tears and everything when we found out you wasn't coming.
Well, Jett's got tears from last night left over, and you got tears. I got your Fulton swag right here beside me, and I didn't get to bring it to you.
Well, that's all right. It'll be prime ready for it next week, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. What a night of high school football.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about. I know you're home. I know you got some family issues going on. Not issues, but important stuff with the family. Tell us a little bit about what you've heard, what you know. We want to know. I want the lowdown.
Yeah, just a big night. I think, this is kind of week 9 and week 10. I think Jesse put it good earlier today. This is kind of put up or shut up time and who's who. And I think tonight, Alcoa, big win for them, although that's not, a region game or anything. That's a big statement win for Alcoa.
Huge.
But I think when you're around good programs like I've been able to be around, very fortunate. I think Maryville gets more by losing that game tonight than they do winning that game. I'd say next week you probably have a really good week of practice, and I think you get their attention going to the playoffs. It's a lot like Auburn Springs. I think a good Auburn Springs mature team comes back and they come to work, and they're a different team in the playoffs because of that loss against Coalfield. I think losing a game late in the season can make you hungry.
Yeah. I heard it was the lights.
Yeah. I heard that the lights were a little bright, and it got everything off in Auburn Springs. But you know what? They get to go to Coalfield now. The lights are a little lower. Yeah. But here's the thing, and I'll say this for the guys at Auburn Springs. Groundhog's Day, right?
Yeah.
Same thing as last year.
Yeah.
You know, and I think these late season losses sometimes help teams more than they hurt them. You know, we won state championship basketball this year, and if we don't lose to Austin East right around Christmas time, we never win we never got their attention.
Right.
But you lose to your buddies, and all of a sudden you're ready to go back and work and prove something.
Absolutely.
And I think that's where Oliver Springs is right now. You know, Gibbs, I think Anderson County showed everybody tonight that they're for real.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
they got beat by West, but I think Anderson County's still a front runner. Jesse don't agree with me with that, but I think they have to be the front runner for 4A state championship caliber team.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, they just pounded Gibbs tonight. Fulton with a huge win tonight, comeback win over Carter. The next week on Thursday night, Halloween, you've got Fulton playing Gibbs for a second-place game.
Wow.
The reason that's so big is because you don't have to go on the road to Greenville or Elizabeth to play a playoff game to start the postseason.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's huge. It's
That's
gonna be
a
huge
big game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Fulton's got some life back in their program by bringing Justin Long back. You know, Mr. Football over there at Fulton and coach over there when they were winning state championships as a quarterback coach and offense coordinator. Now he's back home over there and had a big win. Grace tonight, we had an elementary school basketball game. I got there late, but, man, they just got manhandled.
I heard. I didn't expect that.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing. When a team is so physical up front that they can take away what you like to do, and then they can put 8 men or 7 men, back to cover your passing game, it makes it very difficult.
Yeah.
They got there with 3 guys and 4 guys all night.
Wow.
When I was there, and but you know, Grace got a wake-up call tonight. You know, sometimes you're not as good as you think you are, and they got a wake-up call. But I think it helps them long term.
Well, they shouldn't have got ranked number 4 because I think they would have beat them if they don't get ranked number 4 after the Webb knockdown.
Yeah, and that's a little bit of a hangover, if you would. I don't like using that word much with sports, but they just didn't look the same. They looked hungry last week, and this week they didn't look as hungry. They had no rhythm on offense. But like I said, Edmonds was under pressure all night. They weren't going to let Thomas beat them Terrion beat them on the run. But all in all, pretty good. I'll tell you the game of the night, and I don't know if you all got to see this. To me, the game of the night was Halls and West.
No.
And I watched a lot of it on the sideline. I try to keep up so when I come to the show, I know a little bit about what's going on.
Yeah.
But Halls goes for 2 and ties at 21-21. Then they run a fake field goal with about 14 seconds to go in the game from about the 35 instead of kicking the go-ahead game-winning field goal. Then they go for 2 in overtime after West scores and kicks a field goal. They go for 2 and lose tonight by 1 to West, who have been heavily favored in that game if there's an odds maker.
Right.
Wow. Wow.
You got to go for the win right there, though.
Yeah, you got to go for the win right there. Wow.
Yeah. At home, they went for 2. At home.
Wow.
So, just a wild night of high school football. Anything else that I'm missing, guys, on your all side? What did Oak Ridge do tonight?
Oak Ridge wound up pulling it off. They played Lenore City tonight for the region championship. That was a 17-7 victory for Oak Ridge. Coach Cummins now, former Oak Ridge Wildcat coach, he was able to see some of his former players and show them some love. It was a good game tonight. Seen some new faces out there. However, I am missing some information on Howard. Malik Howard, at some point early in the game, came out. I never seen him probably in 3 quarters. He never came back in the game. I couldn't find him on the sideline. I don't know. I remember him catching a pass, and that was it. I never seen anything else from him, so I'm concerned about Malik Howard. I hope he's okay. Oak Ridge is taking a lot of losses from their star players, and obviously the best tight end in the state, Malik Howard. That's going to be a devastating loss for Oak Ridge, getting ready to go into the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think if they're healthy, they can make a quarterfinal, semifinal run pretty easy if just because of the region they're in.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, has Queener called yet and congratulated Tennessee on the win over Alabama? He was quick to call last week about the Arkansas loss.
He ain't called yet.
Yeah. He likes getting on me about my boy Heupel, doesn't he, when he loses?
Right.
Yeah. Crickets after they roll tide there. Yeah. So, hey, guys, what about anything else going on? The Harriman, Rockwood, anything down there? Kingston, any surprises down in the Roane County area tonight?
No, Harriman took care of business. They won 34-20.
Yeah.
So that playoffs are set there, that region set.
Boy, that could have been a mess. We might have had to pull in somebody a lot smarter than us to figure that out.
You got that right. I'll just sit back and watch you figure that one.
I hear you. Well, I'll, guys, I'll try to watch the remainder of the show and call back in a little bit later. Hey, has anybody seen Cody's sign or anything on the street corner or anything? Is he missing in action, boys? Is he MIA?
He's MIA. I haven't seen or heard Cody in several weeks now, and he's a great part of the show. We love when he calls in. So, Cody, if you're out there watching, we want to hear from you.
Queener's waiting in line now.
Oh, Queener's on the line.
Oh, okay. I got you. Well, he's got more clout than I do. I better not put him on hold too long. So, but anyway, hey guys, y'all have a great night tonight. I hate that I can't be there. We've got some people under the weather over here. I would be there, and I always love week 9 and week 10 or week 10 and week 11, however you want to look at it, because this is kind of where you're either a contender or a pretender.
Right.
Absolutely.
And I think we learned a lot about Gibbs tonight. I think we learned a lot about Fulton tonight. Carnes beat Clinton. Did I hear that right?
Clinton actually came back and won 17-15 was the final on that game, from what I heard.
Oh,
yes.
Wow! What a huge comeback! It was. I think it was 15-6.
Oh wow!
Late in the third.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
Yeah. I mean, on Twitter when I was trying to follow, I think late in the third it was 15-6, or midway through the third. Well, so does that put Clinton in second place?
No, that will put them in third place. Yeah. And, of course, next week they play Heritage, so they should stay in third place. Oak Ridge plays Campbell County next week, and I'm pretty sure Lenore City beat Campbell County, but the head-to-head matchup from Oak Ridge and Lenore City clinching the region title today. Even if something happens next week in Campbell County, I still think it's Oak Ridge 1, Lenore City 2, Clinton number 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, DJ, if you don't go to Campbell County and win, you don't deserve to be the champ.
Just tell us the way it is.
It is what it is, man.
The price ain't right out there anymore, is it?
What's that?
The price ain't right out there anymore, is it?
No, it's not. And that's a funny thing. It's weird to watch these schools kind of, take on the attitude of their program and their community. And people tonight, after the Grace game, my kids included, just, I can't believe we lost.
Yeah.
Well, hold on a second. A year ago, you were 2-6 coming in this game.
Right.
They had a lot of young talent, and Justin Long had it in the right spot, going the right direction. But now you lose a game, and you're 8-1, and you can't believe it. So, it's one of those things. It's funny how, your attitude and perspective change. Back in the day, Campbell County and Oak Ridge, I don't know that Campbell County maybe beat Oak Ridge twice in the whole program history.
Right. Yeah, I can't think of a time Campbell County's ever beat Oak Ridge. Seriously.
Yeah. And I think Campbell County did beat Oak Ridge with the prices, maybe like T. Higgins, like freshman year.
Okay.
Or maybe like right before he got there. Right in that time frame, I think Campbell County had a really good team and beat Oak Ridge one time right around that time frame, maybe right before Gaddis got back.
Gotcha.
So, and I know Joe likes watching the show, and maybe he'll let me know. He'll text me and let me know that. But, this is the best time of the year, though. As you look forward to these next couple weeks, and kind of, it's funny, this week and next week are really good, and the first round of the playoffs are trash.
Yeah, right.
It's a money week for TWSAA and a loss of money for travel with 1 or 2 wins across the state to go play a football game and lose.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
And then it kind of picks back up. So it's an exciting night. I hate I'm not there, guys, but I'll be watching the show, and I can't wait, for Queener just to give it a good go Vols.
Well, take care of those babies, man. Thanks for calling in. You are the GOAT. We appreciate everything that you do and hope to hear back from you before the show ends tonight.
No, it's good. Jesse's going to call y'all. He had to go out and do some coverage tonight. We had some people under the weather, from my understanding, and didn't get to go. He had his boots on the ground tonight. It might be after 11:30 when he's able to call, but I'll text him and we'll get him to call you all so you can talk to the real guy, the real GOAT.
Gotcha. That's what's up, man.
All right, hey, Jett, hang in there, buddy.
I will, buddy. See you.
Hang in there. You'll get him again.
Yes, sir.
Hey, tell Brad Jones you're here for the playoffs. All right, guys. Have a great night.
All right, you too, boss. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
You're on the line, caller.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, Queener? Tell me something slick so I can slide.
Well, I'm going to tell you something slick, but what I'm fixing to tell you, I don't know if it's the guy you're talking about or not that got the Howard kid.
Yeah.
I was listening to Clary and them tonight, and I heard all he said was another devastating injury and that they would talk about it later. And I never heard him say anything else about it. So I don't know if that's the guy you're talking about or not that got hurt.
Man. That sucks, man.
I hate to hear that.
So I don't know that he did say that. It said just another devastating injury, and they would talk about it later. So,
man, that sucks.
I don't know if that was him or not. So I don't have any idea. But that's Clary made that comment tonight.
Right, and I don't want to speculate. I was fumbling through Facebook while I was watching Oak Ridge play Leno City. I was looking for something, I'm looking up the parents' page, see if I see anything. I got my zoom lens on my Canon camera. I'm looking on the sideline, looking for him. I couldn't find him, but I remember him catching the pass, but I never seen him again. And I had no idea why I never seen him again, and that's why. I hope that's not why, but
yeah, I do too. But he just said, so somebody else got hurt tonight. I don't know who it was, but somebody did.
Man, that would be devastating for Oak Ridge.
Yeah. And they've had a ton of injuries this year, haven't they?
I mean, by their most key players in the athletic department, pretty much the guys, the key players is going to make the plays, when you need them. Your Will Presley, you got Jarrell Jimerson, top 2 wide receivers on the team out. If Howard is out, that is tough. You got a star wide receiver in Justice Crowley, who was just coming on and starting to get his, feet under him and playing varsity level ball, and he's out for the season. I don't know about season, but he's out.
Right.
So those are huge losses, and if Howard's hurt, that's huge. Porter went down tonight, but he came back in. Rush Douglas went out the game a couple times. I think he wound up coming back in. They are taking devastating losses from some of their great guys, man.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. And to go to the Oliver Springs-Cofield game last night, for the game to be, and I don't know if it's fair for me to say one-sided. Let's say one-sided on the stats. I think Oliver Springs has got some things to hang a hat on just a little bit. I mean, for it to be the way it was, Oliver Springs was in that football game, a break here and a break there, and it could have been a very different ball game last night. And all Cofield would have had to say, we had a great night stat-wise, but we didn't get to win, but they did hang on. So I don't know that the door was shut on that. I agree with what Cox said. It's just same as it was last year, so we'll see what happens.
Well, Quinn, a lot of people don't know one of their key linemen was out. So having that guy back, I think, makes a big difference if they get to see them again.
Yeah, but that's a big loss on the nose tackle right there.
Yeah, and he plays tackle on both sides of the ball. He probably has the best IQ at that position of anyone that I know or seen play the game.
Yeah, they talked about that a little bit on the TV thing last night about him being out, but you know, it was really a good football game. You know, it was a really good football game, like I said. But there's some. I think there's some bright things there. I'm sure Oliver Springs is not happy they lost last night, and I know they're not. So, but still, yet, considering if you look at and I don't know what the final stats wound up at one time at the end of maybe the first quarter, it was like Cofield had 100+ yards of offense, and Oliver Springs only had 14. So
sounds right.
Yeah. Well, they had the ball the whole first quarter, and we had 3 plays. 3 possessions in the first half.
Hard to win when you don't get it but 3 plays.
Yeah. Well, we had 7 possessions and scored on 4 of them.
See, that's what I'm saying. So for the way the game went, the way I watched the game, I kept waiting at just any moment for Oliver Springs to come up with a big play. Now I will say this, and I don't know too much about the Oliver Springs team this year or the Cofield team really. I will say that the TV guys kept talking last night. They wondered why Oliver Springs was not throwing it to the side. Is it am I saying this kid's name right? I don't want to mess it up. Is it Bennett?
It's Benton, Benton, Benton.
Okay, Benton. They
Yes.
were talking about him, and, man, when they did throw the ball to him, he made some heck of catches last night.
He is a walking mismatch, and I'm glad you said it because I didn't want to be the first one to say it on the daggone show because I love Oliver Springs so much and I have mad respect for Cofield. But the kid is a walking mismatch. He can play 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A ball and be a walking mismatch, period. He's that good.
Yeah, so, I mean, like I said, I think there's some things that they go back to work Monday on and finish the season out and then get ready for the playoff grind. And I think when that game rolls around, whatever week it'll be in the playoffs,
be 3rd round.
I would pay. All right, listen, guys, I would pay to go see that game. That's a game that I would pay to go see because as far as 1A football, I don't think there'll be a better game on turf anywhere that Friday night than that game right there will be.
Right.
It'll be one of the tops. Then hats off to the Dragons tonight. You know, they come back with a late field goal and to go ahead 17-15. Then they hold on for dear life and win it at the end. I think they blocked the field goal late. If I understood the guys calling the game tonight right, they blocked the field goal late, but then St. Carnes got the ball right back shortly after that and had another drive, but then they sacked the quarterback and they got the ball back and run the clock out. So
that's what happened.
Guys, high school football is about over with.
I know.
No, baby, Queen, it's just getting started.
There's a new season coming up.
It started, but the regular season is just about in the books. You can just it's about dried up.
It is, man. About 1 week left, ain't it?
Yeah.
You know, Cox wants to talk about him and Heupel. I don't even think Heupel knows who Cox is. You guys know, I mean, listen, I've known Cox all my life. He don't even know who Heupel is. I'd have seen him Cox might have went to some place where he signed an autograph and got his autograph or something, but he doesn't know who he is. So I'll leave that at that. Hey, you guys do a great job, and I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, Queen. Thanks for calling in, ball.
All right, see you.
How about that? Queen knows it all, man.
Yeah.
We miss Queen on the show.
Yeah.
He's
good.
He's good.
Yeah.
But it's an arrogance, and when you're real good, you have that arrogance, right? And he has that, and you can't take it from him.
Nope.
It's spot on, and I love it.
Right.
I love it. Just that's why I love you.
Well, I love
it's
you
spot
too.
on. It's spot on. Derek, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Guys, thank you for joining the Free Medical Clinic. Right now, if you guys have any highlights, make sure you send them in. You can send them to my Facebook. You can send them here to the studio. You can get the email off of our website. That's www.bbbtv12.com. Go on there. Email us all your videos. If you have me and friends on Facebook, send it to mine. If you don't, send it to BBTV. However you can, I want to see your favorite players here live on the Free Medical Clinic Friday Night Scoreboard. We'll be right back.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores, and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OAB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.
Get ready for the ultimate celebration at the Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge, New Year's Eve 2025 countdown. First ever ice skating rink. Live bands rocking the stage. On December 31st at AK Bissell Park, Oak Ridge. Food trucks. This is free to the public because of our amazing event sponsors. Bring your lawn chairs. Ring in the new year with your family and friends. Enjoy spectacular fireworks show that will light up the sky. Don't miss the grand finale, the epic T-Cat Harriman, one-of-a-kind atomic bomb drop at midnight. For more information, go to fmcor.org.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
What does strength in numbers mean to you? At Covenant Health, it means we see nearly 2.2 million visits annually. It means our 13,000 dedicated experts are all working together for a common goal. With over 150 locations throughout East Tennessee, you'll always find an open door to care, because we are committed to being the first, best, and strongest choice for the one number who matters most. You. Covenant Health. Let our strength be yours.
One in 7 people will need a blood transfusion during their life. That's one person every 2 seconds receiving a life-saving product. At Medic Regional Blood Center, we are the primary blood provider for 25 hospitals in 23 East Tennessee and southeastern Kentucky counties. Started in 1958, Medic has been serving Knoxville and the surrounding areas for 66 years. For 1 hour of your time, you can save a life. Visit medicblood.org for more information on blood donation.
I wanted to continue my education after high school, but my family and I didn't think we could afford it. Then I found out that Roane State has the options to make college possible. Now I'm pursuing my dreams and will make my family and community proud.
Kathy Mae Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy Mae Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We build our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
Welcome back to the Free Medical Clinic Friday Night Scoreboard. Coach DJ Pendergrass alongside my great friend, buddy for a long, long time, never will, never not be, the real DJ, Derek Jett. Guys, welcome back to the show. So, Derek, we was arguing about who you going to play.
Yeah.
And I told you, who was you going to play?
Cloudland.
Who you going to play?
Cloudland.
You got to play Cloudland.
At home. These ain't going to Rome Mountain.
Oh, so you got to play them at home?
Yeah, they'll come to us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're third seed.
We was also, everybody knows, first of all, great job, Cofield. I am wearing my One Heartbeat swag. Cofield did a great job, played a great game, had a great game plan coming in to play Oliver Springs. It was just a great atmosphere. We've seen a lot of people there. I've seen Oliver Springs, Clinton, Oak Ridge, Wartburg, Sunbright. It may have been some kids from Harriman, I don't know.
It was coaches from Harriman.
I definitely seen at least 5 or 6 different cities outside of Oliver Springs and Cofield who was actually playing. Amazing night. But I've been able to watch in person 2 times Oliver Springs this year. And I told you, I'm never going back this year. Guys, I love you. You know where my heart is. You do. I love all of you. But I'm not going back to the 2 games that I've been to. Oliver Springs takes a loss. They lose to Kingston. They lose to Cofield. So I'm going to stay home and cheer you guys on and scream as loud as I can. I love you. But I'm definitely not going to.
Well, it doesn't hurt, and I'm not taking anything away from Cofield. But they had 4 weeks to prepare for it. I mean, they had the week leading to the game. They had the bye week, and then I'm not taking anything away from the 2 other opponents they played. But you really don't have to. It is what it is.
Yeah. The scrimmage practice games.
Yeah, they pretty much played Sequatchie County and slid on in there, and then Oliver Springs is coming off. We had a bye week too, and the week leading up to it, but we come off a game with number 5 Whitwell.
That's a tough game.
We beat South Pittsburgh, lose to Kingston. We beat Whitwell, we lose to Cofield.
Yeah.
Don't want to see those 2 teams before we play Cofield again.
Well, you have done that, and you have secured some amazing wins.
Right.
South Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Whitwell.
Number 1 at the time.
Yeah. So
number 5 at the time.
So that puts your program in a different atmosphere, and that's why Cofield said, guys, we have nothing to lose.
Right.
You come out here and do what you're supposed to do, you're going to win this ball game.
And everybody had said it. Oliver Springs has more to lose tonight.
There's no pressure on Cofield coming in at DJ Britton Field to play Oliver Springs. There's no pressure.
Mm-mm.
The yellow helmets didn't hurt them.
Look good, though.
Oh, gosh. I'm not going to tell you what I told y'all to do, what I told them to do with them yellow helmets after that. But they looked great, and I was so happy for the kids. I know they enjoyed them. I know Biggs put some time into that and making that work. And it's just
the community, man, they come together,
Yeah. That was awesome. What a surprise.
Yeah.
That was a surprise, right?
Yeah, it was a surprise.
Yeah. That was awesome. I seen something I want to talk about. I was watching these scores here, and we all know, oh my goodness, how the Roadrunners have had a bad run of Austin East.
Right.
They just smacked, I think it was Union County, 49-6.
Right.
Coach Stanton Stevens is getting together out there on the 2800 block on the east side of Knoxville at Austin East and putting a couple wins. I think there's maybe 2 or 3 they've got so far. So shout out to them. I'm getting some messages here, and it's probably somebody talking junk about me wearing my beautiful One Heartbeat swag.
Looks good on you, but it ain't beautiful.
I'll take that. Jamie Hudson, final score for the Clinton and Oak Ridge game was 17. Was it 15?
17-15.
17-15. Clinton came back, blocked the field goal, and wound up winning with the field goal at the end. So they was down.
I think they kicked the field goal first, and then came down. Carnes came down to kick the field goal, and they blocked it. But Carnes got the ball back pretty quick.
Yeah,
is what he said. And then Clinton sacked him on 4th down.
Yeah,
to seal it.
Seal the deal.
Yeah.
So that sits them in third place. So Clinton did get the win. It was a comeback win, an awesome game that they put together there. Looks like they was going to lose, but they wound up winning. And I am getting that text from a disgruntled Oliver Springs Bobcat fan asking, what are you wearing? I'm wearing one heartbeat, baby.
That's what I'm wearing myself. We got to get back on the winning side.
Hey, you had to know I was coming in with the Cofield swag if Cofield beat Oliver Springs, and that's what happened. But guess what I'd be in if Oliver Springs would have won?
Oliver Springs.
I would be in my purple. And I probably would have had all 3-4 hats that I have sitting right in front of me. I only got one heartbeat hat, so that's the only one I can wear. But shout out to Cofield, man. I mean, Coach Napier, the community of Cofield, the loud, proud fans. You know what I loved the most about that game? It was so competitive, but there wasn't, that I can remember, many or any personal foul penalties because they was fighting amongst each other because it's such a rivalry.
Right.
I did not see that. I seen great sportsmanship and just an overall great ball game.
Right.
And that's
there wasn't a whole lot of penalties. I mean, there was. I'm sure I'm going to get this disagreed with, but there wasn't a whole. It was a pretty clean game. I mean, I thought the referees done pretty good. You know, I mean, of course, I've heard a few of them from Cofield say they didn't, but, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, a lot of people says best team won the game, but I don't think there is a best team. I think that there was number 2 versus number 3 in the state. It was a playoff atmosphere, a state championship atmosphere as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it definitely was.
And they won. I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
You pick it up, and like Jonathan said, you know, it's a wake-up call. There you go. Now you know what you got to do. You're going to be, you know, hosting. You're going to have to go on the road. You know, Oliver Springs going to have to go on the road now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it'd have been nice to have it at home field advantage, but guess what? I mean, it's just 4 minutes down the road.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
know?
Make it a home game.
As far as I'm concerned, the same city.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, and we talked about that. So I'm excited for what's going to happen for both programs. I think nobody's really in the driver's seat here. Anything can happen.
Right.
But I've talked to a lot of people about the referees, and I've seen Facebook posts, Oliver Springs and Cofield saying, bad refs, bad refs, bad refs, bad refs. I watched the whole game. I cannot say officiating went either way for either one of the teams. Nobody can blame the refs for this game. And be grateful you guys got what you wanted. There was no Morgan County refs out there.
Right.
I sat on the sideline and talked to Jack Price, Larry Paul. I know Sheldon wasn't there, McKinney wasn't there. I mean, it was they had no affiliation with either Cofield or Oliver Springs, so I thought that was good for that game. And I hope moving forward the same thing happens.
Yeah.
And,
you know my deal on that.
Well, Price said he didn't want to have any dealings with it. He wouldn't do it at all.
Right.
Looks like we have a call. Let's take this call. Thank you for calling Free Medical Clinic, Friday Night Scoreboard. Who do we have on the line, caller?
Well, I just want to say to you, did you make it to the concession stand last night?
I did not. I did not make it to the concession stand last night.
Oh.
But I tell you what I did do at halftime. I went and got out of my OEB. I was there on business. There with Thursday Night Rivalry.
Right.
OEB, Tim Elrod, and I was, got to represent with those guys, hang out with the big wigs, the guys who really do it. At halftime, I said, you know what, I'm going to change. I went to my car. I put on my purple hat and my purple hoodie, and I came back in, and next thing you know, it's 27-25. I said, it's working. I put it on too late, though.
Right.
That's perfectly fine. And I will agree with you with the yellow helmet, CJ.
Thank you. Thank you.
I never did like them when I first moved down here. That's what they had. I didn't like them. They went to the purple, and I was like, yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
And I told Biggs, I said, don't go back to the yellow. And he went, oh, they're coming. I said, oh, no.
I love the idea. I love the camaraderie of it. I love that the kids loved it. And they were shining. It looked like candy paint, like 8-Ball and MJG candy paint back in the day, right? So they was glistening, and they had the cats on the back. So everything about it I like, but I was mad to see him wear them and lose, so I was like, get rid of them.
That's why I got the yellow shirt on, you know.
But I do wanna say one thing about somebody. Dalton stepped up last night.
Oh yeah.
And Dalton's my boy.
Dalton Reynolds.
Yeah.
I've known him since he was a year old, so Dalton's my boy, and he stepped up last night.
Well, I love that kid. I always have. He's a great kid, humble kid, but he's a go-getter.
Yeah. He's a great
But
kid.
all of them did what they could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They ain't got nothing to be ashamed of.
No.
We're going to have them again, and we're going to get them.
I like it. I like it.
Because I've said it, and I'll say it and I put it on every post that I put on Facebook. Unfinished business. It's happening.
Yeah. And that's what I like to hear. You know, the community still, and that's what the consensus with everybody. You know, there's always going to be somebody. You know, but for the most part, it's all right.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
it happened. Somebody had to lose.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, and it just so happens it was us.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
know, so
Alpha will win though.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when you play number 1 team at the time, a number 5 team at the time, and the number 2 team at the time, and strength of schedule, who else plays that? Let's go. I mean somebody shoot it out there. I mean, here you go, Coach Biggs. Way to schedule tough games to get where you need to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, you got to win some, you're going to lose some, but now it's playoffs coming up, so let's keep going and wear it out.
I love it.
You know, everybody was worried and I talked to quite a few people and heard quite a few people talking. They thought, what is he doing scheduling South Pitt for the first game? What is he doing?
What did that last year?
Look where we got it.
Yeah,
you know what his answer was? You know, and I even asked him. I mean, like, you know, and he said, you know what? I feel like these next few years is going to be playoff teams, championship contender teams, and you're going to have to go there. I mean, that's the reason why you schedule South Pittsburgh at South Pittsburgh your first time you play them. So when you do go back down there for the playoffs, you're ready for the cannons. You're ready for that atmosphere. You've been there. Now you know you're used to it. It ain't a shock to you. You know, the Whitwell game, you know, everybody knew the Whitwell was going to be good. And I mean, they just won a state championship 2018. I mean, you know, so, and you got to think, you know, Greenback's not that far out of state championship games, you know. But this is a tough region, and it's a tough East Tennessee area. I don't care what the West Side says.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
I had to call in and aggravate you, DJ. That's the first thing popped into my mind. I was like, I wonder if he ever got to where he was going last night.
Well, let me ask you something since I got you on the line here. How far are you from the studio?
I'm just in Kellytown.
Go get me a Snicker bar and bring it before the show ends. How about that? All I want is a Snicker bar.
Hey, I'll tell you what. You tell Brad to buy one and put it on my tab. How's that?
I'm gonna text him now and tell him.
Well, I'll tell you what. You are starting to look kind of like Betty White over there with all that orange and black on. You might need a Snickers bar.
I do need a Snickers bar. Kellytown ain't that far from the studio, so.
Hey, my son wants to say something really quick, okay?
All right, let's hear it.
Go Bobcat.
There we go.
That's awesome. Good Bobcats.
Made my heart feel good.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
All righty. Well, y'all have a good night. I'm fixing to head to the bed.
All right, now. Be good.
See
All
you.
right, bye.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Make you laugh a little bit.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. Community still behind. Did you hear me go on the stands yesterday and yell at all the fans? You didn't? Oh man, I went in and I jumped in every last one of the Oliver Springs Bobcats members, fan band, everybody. I don't hear you. You're not loud enough.
Right.
And then I got to screaming, who Dirt? And then the Bokey family, all right, Dirt. Who Dirt? All right, Dirt.
Here they come.
And I went and changed, put on my purple. We had a little comeback. And
got within 2 twice.
Yeah. Then they ended it there. So TT told me that she was mad that I changed out of my purple and went with my OEB and went for business.
Right.
She said you should have just wore it in there.
Right. Yeah.
Jet got you all that swag. You're not gonna wear it. I said, baby, it's business. Like they're not gonna let me in if I'm just wearing Alva Springs.
Right. They try to lock the door on me every once in a while, but I'm gonna wear it.
I gotta use my media pass.
You're the swag guy.
Yeah, I gotta use my media pass.
Yeah.
Halftime, I wouldn't put on my purple though. Let's see here. Let's talk about some scores. Eagleton Hampton 36-20. Oneida and Kings Academy 24-20. Oneida. Kings Academy. They are up and down every week, it seems like. Jellicoe, Jackson County 32-20. South Pitt 41-13 over Sale Creek.
I wonder if they let off the gas or that seems. It's close.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not close, but it's closer than I thought it'd be.
Right. They probably let off the gas, getting ready to go into the playoffs and stuff like that.
Well, they got Whitwell next week.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
So I definitely would have took off the gas and brought my guys out. That would have been a smart move to make there. Upperman beat Sloan Mountain Memorial 29-26. That was a good game.
Right.
I've seen a lot of blowouts tonight.
Yeah.
A lot of blowouts. So.
The biggest surprise at AC, I mean, it's not a surprise that AC went out and won like that, but look, Whitwell beat Chattanooga Prep 27-20.
Wow.
That sets up a big, huge game next week with Whitwell in South Pitt, and I do believe that game is at Whitwell.
Oh, wow.
I believe.
That's going to be one to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
See what happens there. 34-25 final score, Cofield over Oliver Springs. Happy Valley 46 over, what was that, Unaka?
Unaka.
46-0. What a big win there. So a lot of blowouts.
Unaka.
That's good. That's good. Let's see. David Crockett gets blown out by Dobbins Bennett, 41-7. Science Hill, 56-7 over Daniel Boone. Looks like Jefferson County. That was a big blowout right there, 49-7. Wow. So a lot of blowouts. Saw the days of William Blunt. That was a good game, 17-14. Wow. Guys, don't forget, send in your highlights. I want to see your favorite player live on TV. Why not? Send them in. We want to see those. And if I'm not mistaken, we may have some highlights of the Thursday night rivalry, the OEB game with Thursday night rivalry.
Yeah, he said he had some.
Yeah, that's Cofield and Oliver Springs.
And yeah, I want to relive
it. We got to relive that. And here we go. I see Zay in the stands.
Man, you talk about an atmosphere, though. I mean, for a small town, this is single A football.
Yeah, now. Last night it wasn't. It was like Texas, baby.
Right.
Hey, Jaden Bunce is a monster, though, man.
He's tough.
He can run that field like
he's tough.
Business, man. Man, he's good. Cruz.
Yeah, he had a huge catch on their sideline over there.
Yes, he did.
Get him within a yard.
I know Luke Treese has always been a bigger guy, but look at that. There he goes right there.
A big one right there, too.
Yeah, there he goes right there. But, man.
That was a huge.
That was.
Stop him.
I thought that was going to be the turnaround right there.
Yeah.
Thought that was going to be the turnaround. But, man, Luke Treese has gotten big. He's a big old boy, man.
He is.
He's a big old boy. 33 had a hell of a game last night, too. He came up big last night. Wide open on a busted play there. There goes my boy. Light him up, Way. Light him up, Way. I screamed that to him on the sideline there. I don't think he heard me. If he did, he was just zoomed into the game. So I love you, Waylon Burgess, man. I always have, always will. You played a great game last night, but that guy, 1-6, Luke Treese, definitely held down the game for the Cofield Yellow Jackets all night long. He was a man amongst boys out there. He played a great ball game. Every time that I thought something, those helmets do look good.
Yeah.
Look at Cole sticking and moving. But every time I thought they had him hemmed up, bad. Look at Jett. Ricky Jett. Man, this kid has been doing that since he was 3 or 4 years old, man. There goes one of Jaquan's plays. We talked about him. Feel like maybe need to get a little bit more targets than he does. But anyway, let's go back to Luke Treese, because I feel like he is the reason why Cofield wins this ball game. Every time you had him bottled up, man, he came out that bottle like a genie, man, every single time, and made a play. Found something out of nothing a whole bunch of times, whether he was throwing the ball or making a play with his feet. Liam Boki with the long field goal, and it's good. And I was just shocked to see how great that kid played. He managed the ball game like a quarterback should manage a ball game. And I just want to give huge, big props to 1-6 Luke Treese out there. Look at that.
Yeah, that
trick
right there,
play.
they got him.
Trick play. You don't expect that. Waylon Burgess takes it. Number 6. Who's that number 6?
I'm not 100% sure.
I'm not sure who that is either. You know who I love seeing out there, though? 22. Old Hedrick.
Oh, yeah.
He made some great plays last night, and I was there to see that. I was excited about how he played. He's a freshman. He's going to – there goes that play we was talking about. Right. Hands in the face over 2 guys. Like I said, 11 is a walking mismatch, and I don't care if it's 1A or 6A. It's not many people that can guard that kid. We've seen Jaquan Benton make plays on people from Ohio, you name it, everywhere around the state.
Yeah.
Florida.
Everywhere. I mean, he's a state. He's
Iowa.
Right.
Ohio, West Virginia, Georgia, you name it. We've seen 3 and 11 make plays on the best people that plays football in the state. I mean, not the state, in the United States. Look at that.
That right there was a big play.
That was a juggling move. Was that a trick play?
It was a high snap, and it was supposed to be a handoff, and Boki made a play with Jordan Gray.
Yeah, he did. I thought it was a trick play. I didn't know if y'all was juggling the ball. I didn't know what that was. Whoa. Whoa. Big block back there for Cofield on Cooper Jones there. Yeah, that was it. That sealed the game right there. Wow.
You know, while sitting here off that ball game wasn't it Clinton that last year, made a big push at the end, and then we got to the playoffs and went to the third round? Did they go to the third round last year? Yeah, because they beat Oak Ridge in the second round, right?
Yeah, that is right.
Yeah. Maybe they're catching the ground right there. Who knows?
That is right.
Yeah. I was just sitting there thinking about it. I seen that C, and I had to get it off Cofield. But I mean, that's a big win for them.
Yeah, no doubt.
And then let's just hope. I just hope Oak Ridge can keep them together.
Yeah, man.
I mean, all them injuries. It's a big week for Anderson County, because all 3 county teams won.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Anderson County,
that don't happen
Oak Ridge,
much,
and Clinton,
right.
All won. So shout out to the Clinton Dragons, man. I'm glad you guys pulled it through. It's been a rough season. I actually had Don Colquitt on my show this past Wednesday on Exigent Sports, and but he said they're just in the same pecking order. They all work together. Coach-wise, and they have big plans for the playoffs.
Yeah,
have big plans for the playoffs.
They don't get to host, but that's still we're still getting to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. I remember when Oak Ridge just a few years ago. I want to say Brandon Hayward may have been a sophomore or junior. Oak Ridge had 7 season or something like that, but they wound up going to the playoffs. Made a huge run in the playoffs. Almost made it to the state championship.
Wow.
Came up very short. But their regular season was like 3-7. Like how do you get in the playoffs? Well, I mean, at all, but they won the region games.
Like when you play poker, it's a chip in the seat.
Absolutely. And they wound up putting it together and making a huge run. So I'll never forget that. It was a lot of talk. Hey, guys, thank you for showing. Make sure you guys send in. This is the free medical clinic, Friday Night Scoreboard. Derek Jett, myself, Coach DJ. I want to just give you a little tidbit about what the free medical clinic is here. Free medical clinic, it costs $125 per patient per appointment, but they turn that into a $600 value, right? Providing no charge for medical care for low income and uninsured rural neighborhoods of Anderson, Roane, and Morgan counties. All right.
That's good.
So shout out to the Free Medical Clinic. They are great.
That is a great thing.
That is a great thing. I'm glad they can do that, man. You know somebody don't have any insurance. Uh-oh. Looks like I got a highlight. Somebody send me a highlight. Let's see how long it is. It ain't long enough. Send it. Make it longer. I'm just playing. I'm going to share this.
I was about to say, can I see?
Looks like we have this is, all right, this is Corns.
Oh, okay.
Corns and Clinton. So I got a highlight from Corns and Clinton. Let me save this, and I'm going to send it to our email here. Guys, if you want to have your highlight shown right here on our show, perfect time to do it. And you can send it to me on my Facebook, send it to Derek Jett's Facebook, and we'll get it to the email. If you have the email address, go ahead and send it to the email address, or you can go to www.bbbtv12.com and send it there. But if you want the email address, it is news@bbbtv12.com. That's news@bbbtv12.com. So you can send in your highlights at news@bbbtv12.com. And I'm going to go ahead and send this message now to news@bbbtv12.com. And we're going to get a highlight from Clinton versus Corn, so we're excited about that. I've been wanting to see what kind of happened there. I try to keep up with those guys. I have a lot of friends and family members on the team and in the community out there in Clinton, so I always try to follow them, give them as much support as I can, and that has been added to the file. We're going to get it sent over, and we'll get that played for you as soon as we can get it uploaded here.
I was told to tell you that those helmets are not yellow; they are gold.
They are definitely gold. I'm telling you, that's beautiful. I'm telling you why I didn't like them.
Right. I lost in them. Right.
But no, absolutely, they were great, and it was, like I said, just shout out to Biggs. Like, when he wants to make things happen, he can get the community behind him, and. As a matter of fact, I can't wait to talk to Cox again, because I was in an argument about somebody about TV.
Right.
We're talking about the stands and how there's not many fans there in the stands anymore and stuff like that. Well, it's definitely not people that's going to go to those games.
Right.
They're going to go to those games.
Oh, there was a ton of people there last night.
People are not going to go to a daggone ball game because it's on TV. They're going to go to those games. You're going to have your fans that's going to enter that gate.
Yeah.
And the team people that probably ain't going to the game, well, now they have access to actually watch the game. So shout out to them, because now you have TVs that gives your programs more exposure.
Yeah.
So more people's even going to see you. Your fans are going to come.
Shout out to Mark Packer for doing it. I mean, did you see all they had to go in to do that?
Yeah.
All the cameras, all the setup, all all the reporters. I mean, you got guys. You know, I've been to some college football games, and it was amazing.
So
this is right here in Oliver Springs, Tennessee.
So something you might not know about those cameramen and those guys that come, when they leave Thursday doing that rivalry Thursday, on Saturdays they're doing SEC games. Some of them even go to the NFL.
Wow.
Like, they're big time.
Right.
They're big time.
Yeah.
And
that one guy said he drove a long way to get here. He said, we're in Oliver Springs, and they was talking to him before the game. He said, I drove a long way to get here. I didn't even ask where he come from. I just know he was a long way away.
Yeah.
That's all right.
They're the professionals. They're the real deal.
Right.
I mean, they're the real deal. And the show that they put on, the production that they put on, is compared to collegiate ball games.
Right.
The viewers to get their eyes on that is compared to collegiate and NFL ball games. And sometimes, a lot of times, it's a lot more viewers on that Thursday night football than you would find on a lot of the Saturday and Sunday football.
And then you look forward to your Friday night BBB communications game. I mean, I look forward to that one every week too.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because you get to be, I don't remember being on TV.
I definitely wasn't on TV, baby.
It's all about and that's what I like about it, because it's all about the kids, you know?
Exactly.
And no one person that's always been all about them's you. You know that.
Well, I love those babies.
I know you do.
I love those babies.
I was amazed. I really was.
I love those babies. Well, I'm trying to send this, God, those that are sending right now, it's like the file I just got for the Corns and the Clinton is too big. News at bbbtv12.com. News at bbbtv12.com. Go ahead and send it there. I'm trying to find a different route to send this because we're definitely going to get it on. And I got one from Jett. It looks like some Oliver Springs fans was.
Oliver Springs players at the Harriman Midway game tonight.
Yeah.
Got on camera.
Yeah.
Miss Bokey just sent that to me.
Did she? Awesome. That's awesome. I like that. I really like that, guys. Please send in those highlights. It's very important that you get some TV time to get them exposed. Show your favorite player on TV. All right, and if you know about any ball games, call in and ask Derek Jett about it, because he is the guru in sports. He's going to give you the breakdown of what it should have been and what it could have been. So make sure you send those in to us as well.
I'm really curious about that South Pitt Whitwell game. That's for the region. That's the last game of the season.
Yeah.
That place will be packed.
It's going to be at Whitwell, ain't it?
I'm pretty sure it's at Whitwell. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure. And, I mean, they're not that far apart.
Right.
So that's, they're not 4 miles, but it's close enough. And that's big for them. If Whitwell goes out and wins that game right there, that's makes me feel a little bit better about it, And I wonder when it's the last time they won the region, maybe 18. And it's when they won state.
Okay.
And I asked the question on that Coach C, and they said that. I said, when was the last time did somebody start right on it? 2018, Whitwell beat South Pittsburgh twice. Because I asked when was the last time South Pittsburgh been beat twice by the same team or twice in the same season or whatever,
Right.
They come right back with it.
Yeah.
Here comes
on it.
Yeah, and it's their own folks.
Yeah.
I mean, them South Pittsburgh folks are proud down there.
Oh yeah.
And they'll tell you their losses and their wins, and they're on the tear right now.
I about got in a fight with one of those South Pittsburgh fans last year. I'll never forget it. They was heckling my boys. And I was like, I'm finna go over here and try to stand in between this.
Yeah.
Billy Bad Guy over there standing in between and trying to tell my players, they're not mine anymore, but my players, like, ignore those idiotic adults.
Right.
Keep your mind focused on the ball game. Just play a ball game.
I remember that.
Daggone Arnold Schwarzenegger walking up behind me, nudging on me and stuff.
Right.
Oh, yeah, it was time.
Yeah. You'll have that from time to time.
I didn't back down, though.
No.
I didn't back down.
No, never.
Alcohol on breath and everything he had on him. He was ready to go.
It was a long ride.
He was ready to go, buddy. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. And he seen that. He said, "Who are you?" I said, I'm just a man that loves these babies.
Right.
And I love your babies as much as I love those babies, and I don't even know them, but I'm not finna let y'all talk crazy to none of these kids.
Right.
And I wouldn't allow no adult on my side talk crazy to your kid.
Right.
Because that's not what it's about. Be a fan. Cheer them on. Be loud.
Exactly.
Don't you heckle a child.
Right. No.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, you might beat me down right here, right now, but I'm going to stand up for my baby.
But guess what? He's leaving, and he ain't talking to him no more.
No.
Right.
Man, who are you?
Yeah.
I'm just a man who loves those kids, man. I don't play that. I love the babies, and adults shouldn't be talking to kids, like, period. Like, you shouldn't degrade them. You shouldn't call them punk or trash or nothing like that. You shouldn't do that. You should be a great fan. You should yell. You should scream. You should holler. But you should have as much sportsmanship as you expect those young men to have out there on that football field.
Now, I will tell you, the Whitwell fans down there, from the moment you pull in to the moment you leave, that was a great game. Yeah, y'all played a great game. Or when you get there, yes, sir, you park over here. Or if you're a coach, you go over here, and we walk right in there, and they're trying to sell me a Whitwell hat, You want to take one of these back with you as a memory? No, I'm all right with that.
I don't know. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Brad Jones, steps into the building, and he's asking why Derek Jett is not in his orange and black, because he should have one heartbeat too tonight.
Yeah,
they earned that. They earned that. So we're going to make a wager on the next game.
Yeah.
All right. If
my life, I got you.
Hey, Brad, I sent you a video to your messenger. I couldn't get it to go anywhere else, so we can get that on the show. It'd be good. But, yeah, guys, we're going to take another small commercial break. When we come back, we're going to get these videos uploaded. The free medical clinic Friday night scoreboard has been great. A lot of great games going on. Jesse's going to call probably here in the next few minutes, so we'll hear from 5-Star Preps. We're going to get Cox back on the phone a little bit. Then we'll talk a little bit about some college football. Queen is going to call back and say, go Vols.
Go Vols.
That's what I heard. That's what Cox said anyway.
How much he loves Peyton Manning.
Guys, we're going to take a small break, but we'll be right back.
Over 14,000 neighbors live in fear of becoming sick or injured and having to make a choice between putting food on the table or seeking medical care. The free medical clinic tries to take that fear away.
What do we help them with? We help them with diabetes, hypertension, any kind of medical need that they need that's necessary. And being in a community with the African American community lets them know that we're here.
Get ready for the ultimate celebration at the Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge, New Year's Eve 2025 countdown. First ever ice skating rink. Live bands rocking the stage. On December 31st at 8K Bissell Park, Oak Ridge. Food trucks. This is free to the public because of our amazing event sponsors. Bring your lawn chairs. Ring in the new year with your family and friends. Enjoy spectacular fireworks show that will light up the sky. Don't miss the grand finale, the epic T-Cat Harriman, one-of-a-kind atomic bomb drop at midnight. For more information, go to fncor.org.
1 in 7 people will need a blood transfusion during their life. That's 1 person every 2 seconds receiving a life-saving product. At Medic Regional Blood Center, we are the primary blood provider for 25 hospitals in 23 East Tennessee and southeastern Kentucky counties. Started in 1958, Medic has been serving Knoxville and the surrounding areas for 66 years. For 1 hour of your time, you can save a life. Visit medicblood.org for more information on blood donation.
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OAB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores and there's always something new. Like in Hammer's popular ladies boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
What is strength when you're battling cancer? Is it a shoulder to lean on? A voice of hope? Is it confidence in the most available options? Or is it unmatched expertise answering your hardest questions? Giving you the courage to move forward. At Covenant Health, we think it means all of this and more. For you. Let our strength be yours.
I wanted to continue my education after high school, but my family and I didn't think we could afford it. Then I found out that Roane State has the options to make college possible. Now I'm pursuing my dreams and will make my family and community proud.
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We built our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
Welcome back to the Free Medical Clinic, Friday Night Scoreboard. Coach DJ Pendergrass alongside my best friend, Derek, the real DJ, Derek Jett. And so I've got a lot of videos in. They're starting to roll in, guys. Send
That's
those
good.
videos.
That's what I like
We're
to
ready to
see.
send those highlights out. But I just heard some great things. Taylor Davis, Anderson County's headhunter, got him a big sack. We have that. I hope to put that on the show.
Good.
Here, so Anderson County, great night over at Ed Gibbs from AC. Well, looks like Trent Strickland and Waylon LaRue also had a huge night as well.
Good.
So shout out to the Anderson. I've never, outside of Tennessee, forget that, outside of Texas, I've never been to an atmosphere that is so electric like Anderson County.
Give you chills.
It is so loud. The fans are so amazing. The band is precise and plays the perfect music at the perfect time. The announcer, Richie No over there.
Right. Oh, Richie. He's a good one.
He's a good one.
Yeah. And they come out the barn.
They come out the barn, baby. They come out that barn, man. I was so entertained, pleased, so energized, shocked. So many different emotions being at the Anderson County field at a home game, watching them play, and how everything happens. They give shout outs to so many different people that goes into their school, so many different clubs. I mean, if somebody's going to do it, I think that's the way to do it. They have a recipe over there, and I'll eat that dinner every time, baby.
I know that's right.
I'll eat that dinner every time. Have you ever been to an Anderson County game?
Yeah, I've been to the Anderson County games. I watched them on TV a lot too, but yeah, I have been. It's been a while, but it's definitely an atmosphere.
It's the atmosphere, man.
I mean, in them bleachers, you just
yeah.
Whoa, I got to go over there.
So let me tell you, I was. Oh, we got a highlight here. This is Clinton. This is Clinton Corns tonight. It looks like Benjamin making a pass there, probably to the Bryson Magnus kid. I couldn't get a number on that. Benjamin back to pass again. Oh, he scrambles.
Running. There we go.
Get out of there then.
Hey.
Jalen? I call him Chef Benjamin. Is that Braylon? That'd be nice to see Braylon catch a ball. Braylon's a walking mismatch if he just moves. Nice.
Oh, nice catch.
Chef Benjamin? Well, I love to see that kid work. Sophomore, man. He's a sophomore quarterback with a cannon.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, that's Braylon. That's definitely Braylon. Nice. Good to see Braylon Hayden
Hey, they're throwing the ball all over the field.
Yes, they are, and well, they got a quarterback to do it. Right. So I mean, a guy like that has an arm like that, I'd definitely be throwing the ball too. And they have some great running backs as well. Got the Elijah kid, and you got touchdown. I don't know who that was, but he dropped it, boom, right in there, 15-12. It looked like the score was on that play right there. What is that? You gotta be kidding me! Whoa! Take that back. Are you kidding me? Did that really happen? What in the world? Wow.
That rocker.
That was Stike?
Yeah, he's the one who caught that last pass.
That's my guy's son. That was just some incredible highlights.
Right.
Chef Benjamin's what I call him.
I like that.
He's cooking it up out there in Clinton. He has the arm to do it. So they came back. Big win for Clinton. Locks them in the third place. Thank you for sending that highlight in. My buddy Corey sent that in. That's my partner there, man.
Yeah.
We're going to do another middle school all-star game this year.
Are you?
So we're planning that. Brad said he's going to bring the whole crew out. He's going to do the 1s and 2s. And Brad gets you've seen BBB TV,
yeah,
those football games. He's a one-man show, like ficky. And I've worked for him, right? And I'm going to go back to me going to Anderson County. I was there working with Brad. And, you know, I was lucky enough to park at the top of the stadium.
Right.
So I didn't have to walk up.
Yeah. You got lucky.
I got lucky. But then when I went to the very top, right, where they run those cameras at up there. That was a good view. But, man, when I say that is the loudest stadium I've been in besides Neyland, it's that loud.
Right. Well, where's the middle school game, all-star game going to be?
Good question. So, you know how I am. I want to keep it back at Norwood Middle School. It was packed out at Norwood Middle School last year. We are going to open up and see if somebody else wants to see if we can get a bigger venue. That place was packed last year.
I was going to say, you might could talk to Lance.
Alva Springs.
Yeah. Big, nice, brand new gym.
Brand new gym.
And Norwood's has got a brand new floor, and it looked nice.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you need a bigger place, maybe.
It was packed, man. There was no room. The police couldn't even get in.
Right. Well, it's not always a bad thing.
Here it goes. Anderson County, the man, the beast, the legend, Taylor Davis, making big plays. Big sack out there in Gibbs. Nice. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah. That's what it's about, man.
Right, it is.
Get these highlights on there.
Yeah.
Great kid, man. I haven't heard from Jesse yet. Oh, he's super behind. So Jesse's super behind. We knew there was some people down, wasn't going to be able to make it. So let me see here. So, but we'll definitely get Cox back on the phone before we get out of here. Great night of football, though. A lot of great games. Got some highlights rolling in here.
Yeah, I'm ready to see some more of that. And, you know, you always see the highlights of quarterbacks, wide receivers, running backs, getting the big plays, touchdowns. But that right there, the kid just made a huge sack.
Yes.
Crawled up off of him, knowing we just sacked. They didn't just sack the quarterback, they sacked Gibbs. Boy,
absolutely.
Whoa. 8-1 now. You know, like, don't let them get beat by West before us next year, please. You know,
I heard a lot of smack talking about Anderson County going to Gibbs and what Gibbs was going to do to Anderson County. It was a lot of.
Yeah.
I tell you what, those boys barely lost to West.
Right.
Heck of a game.
And was down. And came back.
Yeah. So I'm there. I'm at that West versus Anderson County game, right? It's 14-0 finna go into the half. Probably 2 minutes to go, some crap like that. Sorry, 17-0.
Yeah, I thought 17.
17-0.
Yeah.
2 to 5 minutes left to go in the half. In 2 minutes, they scored 14 points. Anderson County did.
Right.
Going into the half, 17-14.
And one of the kids that they said had a big game tonight. He was the one that got the interception. That I can't think of his name right off.
Oh yeah,
not LaRue, but the other one.
Strickland.
Yeah, he was the one that got the big pick right there for halftime.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. That was nice.
Yeah.
That was nice. I tell you, the West fans was very upset with that.
Oh, I bet.
You don't throw that pass.
Right.
At this time of the moment in the game. That was huge. That was huge for them.
Come back on some blind side. Just run the ball.
Yeah, that was huge. Now, that game didn't mean anything to Anderson County if they win or lose. You know, and talking to Coach, like, you know, what's important to you about this game? Coach Gillen was like, keep my guys healthy.
Right.
You know, that's important to me.
Now, thinking on West and AC, I do believe next week is West and Powell.
I do believe next week is West and Powell.
Is that for the region?
That's
I'm assuming it's for the region.
Yeah.
So,
it's definitely
I mean, you know, AC beat Powell first game of the season. I kind of think Powell let them off the hook there on that offsides. Not saying they would have went down and scored.
Right.
They're just going to have a good shot at it.
Right.
You know.
Right. So on that side is, look at there.
Yeah, look at them all respect.
There goes those Bobcats. There goes those Bobcats. Get on TV then, boys. Is that Ricky?
Yeah, that's Ricky.
Look at Ricky.
That's Coltrane Cooper, Liam, and that's TG. That's Tyler Gaines out there with him. Look at him. They're going to have a good little fun.
That's what's up, man.
Hey,
that's
and guess
awesome.
what happened last night? They lost.
Yeah.
And you know what? They're still excited.
They're still excited.
They know what happened.
That's right. And they still love each other.
Glad to see that little highlight.
Brothers, that was good. That's good. That's good.
So we got a West Powell matchup that could.
West is Powell, Halls, Central, and Heritage on the other side of that.
In Clinton.
Well, no.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Clinton
you got Oak Ridge, Lenore City, Clinton, Carnes, Campbell County.
Yeah.
Yes, on the other side of that. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, and I talked to a longtime Powell fan, and he was the announcer up till last year. I worked with him at work, and he was pretty humble about it. He's like, you know, I don't know. We may not, you know, we might win. We might go 50%, 500 this year. Yeah, I told him earlier today. Yeah. You didn't tell me that again. They're a front runner in 5A right now. You know what I mean?
Yes, they are.
You didn't tell me they had a quarterback that, you know, big as a linebacker out here. It can. I mean,
you know who that is, don't you?
Yeah. From Emerald City.
Yeah.
Man, he's a good kid.
Yeah.
You know, and
super athlete.
And he always stuck with Emerald City. You know, I'm sure there's coaches out there that said, "Hey, man," but he stuck with that program that gave him a shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he can play.
Yeah, he can play.
He still can play.
He can play. I don't know if he plays basketball.
He did over the summer.
Did he?
Yeah, we played him.
Okay,
he dunked 4 times.
Yeah, he's a dunker. Yeah. He's definitely a dunker. So it's great to see that kid still.
So there's some big football games this week.
Yeah, it is.
This upcoming week.
Week 9, 10, 11. Well, and that's what Cox was talking about.
Yeah, and then that first round, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad. And I wonder if there's any teams that's not going to travel. Are they going to do the whole, hey, I'm not going to play Alcoa. I'm not driving all the way down there just to get beaten Alcoa, you know, or I'm not going all the way down to Boyd Buchanan, or I'm not going, you know how there's been a few teams starting to just do that. It's starting to be a trend. It seems like.
Yeah.
And we was talking about that today at work too.
So what do you do in that instance?
Well, I think they just get a fine and they just forfeit. Pretty sure it's a fine, but it needs to be a little hefty. You know what I mean? Maybe, I don't know.
No,
it's according to the school situation.
It needs to be hefty.
Right. I mean, why then just...
It could be a good thing for a team healing up. Like, say, for instance, Oak Ridge right now.
Right.
That's his first round bye, pretty much.
Right.
And they have a chance to get healthy.
Yeah.
Right? But overall, it's still...
I mean, it just...
Malarkey.
You make the... I don't like you had that word when I was on the show.
Word of the day.
Thanks for that one. Craig Cox had to call in on that one. But, you know, like, you just got to, if you have 5 teams in a region, the top 4 comes in, and then this guy doesn't want to go play this one.
Right.
Why don't you just forfeit and let that other team go? Or will they go? You know what I'm saying?
Well, they might go.
Right.
I mean, because now
is Alcoa going to have to start paying people? Hey.
Well, that's bragging rights for your program who didn't make it to.
Right.
These ain't going to play. So then you got bragging rights saying, we made it to the playoffs.
And you know those boys, if you play football, you want to play another game.
That's
I don't care if you just lost all. You go want to play another game.
Absolutely.
Especially the seniors.
Especially the seniors.
Now, that might be that, and you know how it is. That's probably their last game.
Yeah.
You only guaranteed 40 games, and he could have got 41, you know, and didn't get to go. I just don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
I don't think that's.
I don't either. So the fine should be hefty, in my opinion, on that one.
Right.
Definitely should be hefty. I agree on that one. Shout out to Austin East, 2,800 block, 49-14 over Union County. I'm just tickled that Austin East is winning. It was one point in this show where we was like,
is that 2 in a row for them?
I think so, dude.
I think so, yeah.
But it was one point, and we was like, well, if they don't win this game, they ain't gonna win none of them.
No, they ain't gonna. No.
but they're 2 in a row,
right?
And I think I forgot. Who does Austin East play next week? I think they have a chance to beat them, so they can be 3 victories after we thought they would go completely defeated all year long.
Oh,
Looks
man.
like they have an opportunity.
Well, I was about to say Wartburg.
Wow.
Took a. Oh yeah, that's a.
They can win that.
They can win that one.
28-7, West over Halls.
Ray County Tyner right there, 24-23. Ray County.
Wow.
Yeah. Fulton Carter, boy, that'd have been a good one.
And they pulled that off.
Yeah. CAK Notre Dame, that's been a good one.
And Cox has my swag.
Yeah, he just didn't get it to you, did he?
He got some Fulton swag for me. He's supposed to give me some daggum Farragut Admiral swag, too.
We're going to have them all, ain't you?
I'm going to have them all.
We got to put the whole wall up out here.
I'm going to have them all, baby, and I'm going to wear them all. You got to support the people that support you.
Right.
You know?
And it's supporting kids.
And it's supporting the kids.
Yeah. I
tell you, I came in halftime. I told you I put my purple on. And Jack Price seen me come on the side because I'm Robert Night Thursday with those guys hanging out. And Jack Price seen me. He says, said, boy, you better hope nobody sees you. He was like, the line of business that you're in, you need to have purple on one side and black on the other side. You can't come in here looking like that. Right. Purple and gold definitely has my heart, but I love Cofield, their community coach as well. So, and everybody else around, as you know, there's 26 or 28 high schools from here to South Carolina that I have kids that I've coached that are playing varsity football. Right. And I'm rooting for all of them.
And them two from down in South Carolina look pretty good.
Ooh, 3.
3. Yeah, I forgot. My bad. 3.
3.
I only get to see the highlights of 2 though.
Yeah.
And you know what I like, and what I liked about what you did with all these kids, meeting these kids here, kids coming to play together. We're friends.
Yeah.
We may not be where we call each other, you know, but if they come to Tennessee or I was down there, I feel like I could, hey, man, I got a flat tire, and they'd be there.
You darn Skippy.
And you know I'd be there.
Yeah.
You know, because that's just who we are. We know each other. But and then when you put the highlight or you put a picture on Facebook, boom, they're liking it. You know, they're right there.
That's right.
And that you've done a good thing, man. At Tennessee Jays, that was a family.
I appreciate it. It was great. It still is a family.
It is,
and it's going to be known.
You need to bring
forever.
a trophy in here one day.
I'm going to bring that trophy. I am. I'm going to bring that daggum.
I ain't seen it in a while.
Slosh all this stuff out the way. Shaboom. With that big trophy right here called Josh Jones.
Right. Right. Thank you. Thank you for the hardware.
Thank you for all those years you put us in the hardest bracket.
Yeah.
So we remember crawl out.
And I know this is in high school, but that little run right there, that you know, tough game. By the time we got through all that adversity and all them tough games and a call here and a call there, by the time we got that championship game, they were hungry.
Man.
Every time I would post the score, before it got done loading, we done put another touchdown on there. You know?
And that was the defending champion.
That's
from
the defending
year.
champs of that year. Yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
The smoke show.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I like we got a call. Let's take this call, and then we'll get on some college football, and we'll call it a night. How about that? Thanks for calling in. Who do we have on the line, caller?
This is Mike Hendricks out here in Clinton, Tennessee.
Mr. Hendricks, tell me something slick so I can slide.
Well, I just want to say that I appreciate you guys. You're doing a good job there. And, DJ, I'll tell you this, too, there. When I coached baseball for over 20 years up to, God, that burn, when the kids first started out there, hitting off a tee and stuff all the way up into closer to the 30s there. But the relationships that you make with these kids and parents, you never forget it.
That's right.
And the kids, they don't forget you either. It's just, it's a special relationship, and that's something you can look back on and just be so proud there, because it's, I don't know, I miss it there. I ain't able to do it no more, but I loved every minute of it there.
Mr. Hendricks, I heard you still got at least 2 months of eligibility left to play ball.
Say that again now.
I heard you had at least 2 months of eligibility left to play some ball.
Oh, God, I think my eligibility's expired. I'm in the retirement stage right now, but anyway, I wanted to get you guys' perspective there on I know you're probably into the college state of the program there or whatever, but what do you think Vanderbilt's chances there with the Longhorns coming into Nashville tomorrow night?
Yeah, that's about right. I think it's probably slim to none on that one. They're coming off that bad loss to Georgia, or they got a bad taste in their mouth coming off that loss, and Vanderbilt's probably in trouble.
I got Vandy winning the ball.
DJ, attaboy there. I'd love to see the Texas and Alabama teams there not win a game in Tennessee this year. There.
Now, I'd like to see that.
I heard a little interesting perspective there after Tennessee's win over Alabama that, and I'm not taking nothing away from that kid there, the Williams kid there at Alabama.
Special.
The word I heard was that's the youngest player that's ever lost in Neyland Stadium. 17 years old.
Hey, that was good.
That's something slick so you can slide. You guys, I enjoy your program and enjoy listening to you. You have a good evening. Be safe going home tonight there. Dragons win there. I hated about Auburn Springs. I really thought they would win that game, but they're going to get a little bit better. They meet again down the road. Let's go Bobcats. Don't worry about them Yellow Jacket stains.
I know that's right.
2 claps in the
middle. You guys there, have a good evening.
All right, have a blessed night, Mr. Hendricks.
Thank you.
All righty.
So I heard something earlier today, and I got to make sure I get this right. Do you know why I think it was the Auburn cheerleaders wear bibs on their uniform?
Why?
To keep the tobacco juice off of it. Do you know how you get a Georgia graduate off your front porch? Huh? Paying for the pizza. The great Steve Spurrier one time said, "Yeah, it's a shame. That's a shame Auburn's library burnt down like that." And this is Steve Spurrier said.
Yeah.
Because all the books wasn't colored yet.
Oh, my God.
I heard that on the radio today. I had to share it with you.
Oh, Steve Spurrier.
Yeah, he was something else.
Oh, man.
He said, he asked him one time, said, "You think you're going to beat Georgia?" He said, "Ray Goff still coaching at Georgia?" And he said, reporter said, "Well, yeah." He goes, "Well, yeah, we'll beat them."
Yeah, we beat them.
Wow.
Oh, shoot.
He also said you can't spell citrus without UT.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, Cox is about to call in.
Oh, my goodness. Did we miss anything high school sports before we get to college?
I don't think so.
I think we pretty much covered the bases.
I mean, I know there's some big games, and I'm excited to see the outcomes.
Around here,
I'd love to be able to go to some of these.
Games is coming up next week. Grace, our game of the week next week, BBB TV, Grace and Boyd Buchanan. BBB TV will go on the road to Boyd Buchanan next week. That's going to be on the 1st, right? It's going to start live at 6:30. Kickoff will start at 7 o'clock. And you can watch that on BBB TV, channel 1086. And then the replays are going to come on Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday. But it's also going to stream live on Facebook and YouTube. And you can play back those anytime you want. But also those with Roku and a Fire TV, you can go to Boxcast, download BBB Communications, and you can watch the stream from there as well. So plenty of places to watch this game. BBB TV is going 2 hours away for a great Grace versus Bucks game. So we're excited about Boyd Buchanan and Grace next week. Grace has put on a great show. They took a tough loss this week, but I think it was just because of the web, right? Yeah. They had to give all they had for web, sort of like you guys coming off a big strong win. They just got punished, but I believe in the Price twins. I believe they're going to put down the plan. They're going to go to Boyd Buchanan, and even though Boyd Buchanan just smacked Webb.
Yeah, smacked them.
Yeah, they smacked Webb. But I think the Price twins is going to get their film right, and they're going to get their kids where they need to be, put them in the right position, and come up with a game plan where they can compete.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be a good game.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a good game. And I don't have to go 2 hours. I can watch it on TV.
Right.
I can watch it on TV.
That's the best thing about it.
And the fans are going to be there regardless. TV does not mess up the gate. Right. So, and I know I said I want to wait for Cox to call back, but I'm going to move forward here because we're getting later in the show. I'm going to me and Cox was talking about why is the gate low. Well, you go to Anderson County, the gate's not low. You go to Oliver Springs, the gate's not low. And I was particularly talking about Oak Ridge versus Clinton game where I seen 17 kids, or not kids, 17 fans on the opposition side in Oak Ridge of Clinton, and I seen 38 fans in Oak Ridge, right? How does that happen for such a big game where they said it was weather, where they said it was spring break? That's malarkey. I don't believe that. It's bullcrap. What I believe is your coach and your community, your athletic director, Cofield's coach, athletic director, community, Anderson County's community, athletic director, coach, Grace. Do I need to keep naming them? Right. They're putting on social medias. They're promoting their players. The fans are coming out. There's nothing about TV that's hurting anybody's gate. Because those people that's going to come out, they're going to come out. They're going to support.
I mean, Oliver Springs and Cofield went as far as they went to church together.
Exactly.
They didn't sit right together, but they sit one aisle across from each other with their coaches, with their families, and the two head coaches got on the stage and talked.
Yeah.
You know, it started at church. What a good place to start. But all week. You know, I mean, I'm sure you're not going to get Oak Ridge and Clinton in church together. I mean, you might, but that's going to have to take a big church.
I guess I have to be there for that.
But strike that back up.
Yeah.
You know? Even if we're 3-6 going into that game, we're there.
Yeah.
Because it's, you know, you got a shot. It's a game.
Absolutely.
You know. What I would have been the most mad about if I was an Oak Ridge fan or a Clinton fan in that game is what if Clinton had pulled that off? Or what if Oak Ridge, you know, what if it had been a 28-27? Everybody yelling and screaming.
Right.
You know, you'd have really hurt us because there ain't nobody there.
Exactly.
You know, but that could have been, hey, look, my nephew's out here playing. But I didn't go because it wasn't supposed to be a ball game, and then we won.
Exactly.
Nah, I'm paying my $8. If you're somewhere else, it might be 10. Just remember in Oliver Springs, it's 8. You know, should have been 12 for Cofield, but that's off the record.
It's 10.
Yeah, it's 10 over there. It's 10 in Morgan County.
This is Morgan County. It's all good. So, I mean, but regardless, my point, because I was arguing about a TV guy about this, right? he was like, no, what we're doing is giving your program more exposure.
Right.
All the mamas and daddies and aunties and uncles and cousins that was going to come to that game, they ain't going to stay home because it's on TV. They coming to that game.
Well, yeah, well, guess what, guys? Where's the game at tonight? Well, it's on TV. Is that big of a game? Well, we're going to that game. You know, it could be.
Gives you even more incentive to go to the game because it's on TV.
Yeah, plus I was on camera a couple times last night.
Exactly, see? So, and I want to nip that in the bud because it was a strong conversation, right? I want to nip that in the bud. Because camera TV does not, all it does is give you more exposure for your program, right? It gives you more exposure for your program. Now, and I talk bad about Oak Ridge because they don't have the fans that they used to have. Like, you can go to Oak Ridge game and it didn't matter if it was Oak Ridge or Clinton. The whole, it's filled. We talked about that.
Yeah.
I go to Lenore City versus Oak Ridge tonight in Lenore City. You couldn't get in on the side over there to the Oak Ridge stands. I had to go and do my TV stuff on the other side because there was only room on the other side. I'm talking about packed house. Oak Ridge came. They showed up. They showed out. The fans were there. It was a great thing to see. And the Wild Band. Shout out to the Wild Band. The Wild Band did an amazing job. I love listening to. I'm a big music guy.
Yeah, I know you are.
Their band is amazing. They took the band out there. They had a great halftime show, and then they did their thing on the side when they were supposed to be doing their thing. And I was on Lenore City side, and they was playing their music. It was like, da, 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 da. Then up here, rah, 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 rah. Like it was. But now I will say the Lenore City band halftime show. Incredible, phenomenal, great props, great choreography, great leaders, great players. It was great. But
so, what did you think about off the subject real quick? What did you think about the award-winning Oliver Springs High School Bobcat Band?
Award-winning?
Award-winning.
I did see that.
They go to these competitions and they go out on Oak Ridge football field. And you got to think, they got to be intimidated. There ain't but maybe 20 kids in this band.
Yeah.
And they look over at Oak Ridge, and it's half the state, you know? You know what I'm saying? And then they get out there and they compete.
Yeah.
Do they beat Oak Ridge in the competition? But they win a small division. They win their thing.
Yes.
And they do it consistently.
Yes.
And it's getting to where now we have they just hosted the Roane County. All the bands came out together and played. You know, shout out to that little band right there, man. They're good.
The Bobcat Band.
And if I'm not mistaken, the band, the guy that leads them, you know, the teacher, is out of part of the Southline band. I could be wrong on that, but I thought that's a rumor I heard.
All right.
He does a good job with them.
No, they did. I was there Thursday.
Yeah.
They do a real good job.
That national anthem was on cue.
Not only is the national anthem on cue, the way they play Rocky Top.
The way they play Rocky Top.
The way they play Rocky Top, baby. It is on cue, baby. And I did see that. So congratulations to the Bobcat Band. I did see that. That is awesome. Yeah, I did see that.
And our soccer coach, our girls soccer coach, Morgan Meredith, coach of the year in region.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Cofield grad. They brought him up. They brought him up at church. Look here. Said this is the only person in history that we know that played soccer for Oliver Springs and football for Cofield in the same season.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she kicked for Cofield and played soccer for Oliver Springs.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And she's big in church and big in the church with the youth.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's a good coach.
So who did she go for?
Huh? Oh, she had purple on last night.
She had purple on last night.
Yeah, she converted finally. You know?
Finally.
We got a boss back here and he converted.
That ain't gonna happen.
I know. It's all right. We can't all be perfect.
I love it. Let's talk a little college football, man. Last week, great college football happened. We had Alabama come in, and Tennessee imported noise into the speakers.
Hey man, how about that coach down there talking about? Oh well, we're all right. That ain't gonna be that loud, man. You're from Washington. You don't even know what crowds in football is.
Exactly.
You know, how loud is it now?
Exactly.
How many false starts? I mean, you can't hear. How about that defense?
Yeah, how about that defense?
Thank goodness
Solid.
we have that defense.
Yeah, solid. Exactly.
And Sampson, if I heard today right, he's in the Heisman talk now.
He should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He pretty much said, "Here, balls."
Exactly. Put him
Now,
on the shoulder.
Nico hit that shot down the sideline, man. That's a tough shot.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he was on the run and right, beating it right.
Yeah.
And what about that? I can't never say his name. Brazil, the number 17, the one that caught the ball in the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it was.
And only he could caught that.
That's right.
You just get it in that area. That's one thing about our receivers, and that's one thing Nico's going to start is just get it close.
Yeah.
They'll go get it.
And trust them.
Yeah, and I believe this week off will help us get Squirrel back.
Yep.
I mean,
yep.
I feel sorry for Kentucky and Knoxville.
So is that game in Knoxville? So when I
sure.
looked it up, it's in Kentucky.
Oh, so it's in Kentucky?
On the news, they said it's in Tennessee.
That's not mixed too, because I thought it was in Lexington, but then they turned around and told me the other day it was in Knoxville.
When I look it up,
let's figure that one out. Okay, yeah.
Okay, it is officially in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Tennessee's season, these last 4 games they have, it's grueling.
Yeah.
Though it's Kentucky almost beat Georgia.
Yeah.
Right?
But then come out and get walked the dog. That Florida walks a dog on them. You know, I mean,
you're right. It's SEC ball.
That's
though.
what you don't know.
It's SEC
Vanderbilt beat
ball.
Alabama, first time since '86.
Exactly.
I mean,
we should beat Mississippi State. Mm-hmm. It's SEC ball though.
And they're scored. They put up a lot of points in Texas A&M.
We still got to play Georgia.
Yeah.
UTEP is the only thing out there.
UTEP.
What is UTEP?
I did. Texas El Paso.
Is that what that is?
It's right on the tip.
University of Texas El Paso.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
UTEP.
Yeah.
You told me a lie. I'm just kidding. Well, that's good. I know that now.
I didn't know they had a program.
That was it. Those 4 teams, but 3 out of 4 of those are SEC ball games.
And you got Vanderbilt in there too.
That's what I'm saying. Vanderbilt, that's the very last game of the season. Vanderbilt, to me, is like having to play Central in the playoffs.
Right.
Like, they're not that good, but they're that good.
Right.
And all it's going to take for one spark to just, that snowball to get to rolling for Central High School, and they'll beat one of the top contenders over there.
I can remember Vanderbilt was just a bloop. Kentucky, bloop.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
But it's the competition and the league that we play in. I promise you, and I truly believe in my heart, that if the SEC can continue to get more teams into this, they will break away. And they're what was it, 2 years in the Knoxville News Sentinel, I read, their commissioner is flirting with the idea. That was 2 years ago. You know how things snowball around here.
Yeah, especially NIL.
And the money.
Yeah.
The money okay, look, Texas had their own Longhorn TV station, you know, like the SEC Network, Longhorn Network. Mm-hmm. They had to give that up to come to the SEC. Now, you tell me where the money is.
Exactly.
Now, is that where we're the best? We've been the best for a while now. The NIL's only been out 2 years.
Yeah, you're right.
So we've been the best.
Yeah.
I can remember when Bryce Young was getting $800,000 and ain't even took a snap.
Right.
After the first game, he had $1 million.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not really killing it. It may be making it better, you know, but, you know, we were arguing about it today. Well, I was watching 2 guys argue about it today at work. I couldn't chime in. They was getting at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One guy saying it's killing football. One guy saying show me facts. Well, you couldn't show facts. And,
no,
you know,
can't.
And he says coming down the road, there may be some facts come in and show where. And I understood both sides.
I mean, yeah, it's killing probably your favorite team of Alabama, or something
and
like
that's
that.
what his favorite team is, Alabama.
Well, because
24 kids transferred last year.
And that's where that's why Nick Saban left. I mean, he's out of that. He's out of that.
And somebody mentioned Mark Ricks, about over it.
Over it.
Some basketball coach, I can't remember.
Yeah.
And I think it was Cox Towns walked away.
Done with it, right?
Virginia coach.
Because they're making money. These kids are making money, and
it don't matter. Like that guy was trying to say,
you can't say it's killing it, because go look at the AP top 15.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just more teams out there that's bringing it. I mean, you got number one is Oregon, who's always been pretty good.
Right.
Then you got Georgia. Then you got Penn State, Ohio State. Number 5, I don't forgot who 5 was. Then you got Miami, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
I mean, they're sprinkling. When Tennessee has been coming on here and there, but Tennessee ain't been a top 10 team.
Oh, in a long time.
In a long time.
And a lot of people takes and says, well, what about loyalty? What about this? Well, let me show you a little bit about loyalty. It's Bo Nix, which is the quarterback for the Broncos. I'm pretty sure it's Denver Broncos. Was an Auburn. His dad was an Auburn quarterback.
Yeah.
He was at the Auburn National Championship when Cam Newton handed him the football in the end zone.
Yes.
All he wanted was Auburn.
Yes.
When he got there, they didn't man up to what they wanted to do. So guess what he does? Bolts to Oregon.
Yeah.
Now that starts. So you can't, if you're not Jalen Hurd.
Yeah.
From Tennessee. Told, hey, we'll run I formation for you. That's what you're used to. 11 plays in his career come out of I formation. Nope. Well, I'm done.
Yep.
But now they didn't get paid. Now, hey, I'll take my towns to South Beach.
That's
like
right.
LeBron.
That's right. That's right.
And
Joe Burrow.
And get me some money. Hey, tough. Right out of Ohio. See you. I wouldn't want to be a Buckeye anyway, but that was for you being Bokey. But you know what I mean? It's like trying to play in the ACC. That's the almost community college.
Yeah, almost community college.
Rome State winning that one?
ACC.
They ain't got a football team.
Oh, good. They said that Alabama would lose to ETSU because, of course, they took those 2 losses to Vandy and Tennessee.
Right, yeah. Memphis give them a little bit, too.
Yeah. How about that? Well, NIL, I don't think it's hurting the game. I would want to see your boy get paid for his name, image, and likeness. I would like to see him get paid next year in high school for his name, image, and likeness.
Right.
And I hope they can carry on. So a lot of people don't like it. It's one thing about it. When your technology changes, when your phone has an update, what do you got to do?
Right.
You got to update.
Great, update it.
And you got to use the new software.
Right.
This is what's going on in college football. You got to update.
Right.
Get with the program and use the new software.
I wasn't really keen on the whole playoff thing. I mean, I like the idea, but I'm getting more fired up about it.
Me too.
Because it's going to give somebody.
I didn't like the 4.
I mean, what do you think of whenever you're watching March Madness? What do you think of? Who you want to win? That Cinderella team.
That's right.
Now let's let somebody slip in here.
Yeah.
That's
right.
And see if they can't upset.
Absolutely. Alabama's number 15, by the way.
Yeah, man, they might not get in that thing.
Alabama's number 15.
They just rolled hide on out.
So they're not in the top 12 of who's going in the playoff system next week. So, but it's still 4 weeks left. Well, not 4 weeks, 4 games left for all the.
I think Tennessee went from, if I'm not mistaken, a 26% chance of making the playoffs, beating Alabama, going to a 62%. I think that's the right number. I can't remember. I heard listening to the Sports Animal.
Okay.
But when we're out there working, hard.
Like I said, they got an SEC schedule to play.
Oh, that's it.
Besides UTEP.
Right.
And 2 of them's away, 2 of them's at home. Yeah, no.
Kent State.
They got Kent State.
They already had them.
Yeah, they already had them. Yeah. So the remaining.
Okay, yeah.
It's 4 games, 3 SEC games.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mississippi State.
Yeah,
Mississippi State, Georgia, UTEP, and Vandy.
Okay.
I mean, 3 SEC ball games they still got to play.
Yeah.
And I know it's Mississippi State, but there was Arkansas. Right. So anything can happen with that. Who does Georgia have coming up this Saturday?
They have. I'm not 100% sure.
They have somebody that's probably.
They still got. Yeah, they still got Ole Miss left too.
Yeah, that's Florida.
Yeah.
Florida's one of those teams you don't want to play.
Right.
Where's that game at? Oh, well.
Yeah, I know.
That's well.
The only other away game they have is Ole Miss.
Okay.
Oh, Georgia at Ole Miss would be tough.
Ole Miss is like 17th, 18th, 19th, something like that right now. They're 18.
That Kentucky loss is bad.
Yeah, it was. It was. Well, Jett, it's a great show tonight.
Yeah.
Got Cox calling in, praying for him and his kids. Got some sick kids at home. Missed out on Jesse. Jesse's running around for sick people.
It's in there right now.
Yeah. So it is what it is, but great football coming on. Got Coalfield beating Oliver Springs.
Yeah.
Nothing to lose for Coalfield, and they came in with that mentality, made a difference. And we got Anderson County knocking off Webb.
Gibbs.
Gibbs. Region.
Yeah.
To secure the region.
That's it.
Oak Ridge secures the region. Coalfield secures the region.
Yeah. And there's a bunch next week. Got to secure them.
Yeah, a bunch next week has to secure them, and that's the final week before playoffs.
Yeah. It's all or nothing next week.
All or nothing.
You want to win the region, you got to win next week.
Yeah.
You know, not all of us can do it in the week before, or the couple weeks. You know, or just know like Anderson County.
Right.
Whoa. Yeah, I didn't see that, but
yeah, me neither. Not that I knew thought they was going to win, but
I thought they'd win. I picked them, but I didn't think it was going to be like that.
Right, right. Webb, terrible couple losses. Webb has not had the best season this year.
Right.
They have not had the best season this year. So I did find out that Gregory Tate, Lajibi, has been hurt most of the season, and he's just came back, I think, versus Grace. So he's been out. So maybe they get some things turned around there.
Let's give a little prayers up for the Malik, Gary. That's a good, humble kid.
Absolutely.
And
Malik and all the injured players out there.
All of them, but I mean that kid, he's a good kid.
He is very humble.
Yeah.
Hard working.
Yeah. He deserves everything.
Very deserving. Yeah.
They all are. Don't get me wrong. All the kids are, but he's been on my mind. You know, he come through he wore a little maroon and gold there at one point in time.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Look like we got a call. I'll take this. Who is it? All right, I'll take the call. Before we go home, let's take this call. Thank you for calling the Free Medical Clinic Friday Night Scoreboard. Tell me who's on the line, caller.
This is Mr. Hendricks again.
All right.
I was just going to go over a few of the games there tomorrow afternoon there. Notre Dame is playing against an undefeated. Of course, I served 4 years in the Navy. They're going up against the undefeated Navy midshipmen there at noon tomorrow there.
Well, I hope Navy busts their tail.
It could be a very interesting game there. And there's a few other games there, too, there that could very well be interesting there. Oklahoma plays at Ole Miss there at 12 o'clock tomorrow.
Ole Miss is going to win that ball game.
They should. And the Huskies are playing against surprisingly undefeated Indiana Hoosiers tomorrow at 12.
The Hoosiers going to knock the Huskies off. Is that the Connecticut Huskies?
No, that would be.
I'm talking about the Indiana Hoosiers. The Washington Huskies at the Indiana Hoosiers.
Yeah.
And I think
I think that's where game day is going to be.
I think Indiana's quarterback's out.
Oh, is he out?
Am I right about that?
I don't know.
That could be tough there. Arkansas at Mississippi State there.
Ooh.
I mean, there's a...
You know what I liked about Indiana's coach? He said, you didn't know my name? Just Google it. And all I do is win. Everywhere he goes. Hey, I like that.
I like that, too. Playing in, at Alabama tomorrow evening.
Who'd you say?
Missouri Tigers.
Oh, yeah.
Missouri,
yeah.
I mean, that could be an interesting game, too, there. I don't know. I'll just tell you guys there. They're with this transfer portal and everything going on, there's just so much parity in college football. And I'll tell you guys this, and I'll tell anybody there. Even in Illinois there, I think they've only lost one game. They're playing at Oregon tomorrow there. That's a tough place to win. But there's so much parity in college football with this transfer portal and everything there. You don't know.